Dr. Obidinma, he has said a few things here. First off, started out sounding quite forceful with what they think, how they want to win the election. Then later on he says, we are going to do our best to ensure a free and fair election. Why? Edo State is in decay. That means governance has not been at its peak. But first of all, the first controversy there is that committee that he made reference to. You remember the committee that pruned down to 4, then to 2, and a few days later, that same committee was denied by the national chairman of the party, who said, we didn't say the committee should reduce the number of the aspirants. They are only an advisory committee, so we're going to have proper screening. 29 candidates from the APC vying for the governorship ticket of the party. How will it work?
Well, as a matter of fact, it's the right of every individual that is qualified to take a shot at governorship, the governorship race in those states to come up. Well, one will eventually emerge at the end of the day. We reference what Alpha Babalola says sometime last year, that politics have become the big industry in Nigeria. And what is even the driving force? Is it to deliver service to the people? In most cases, no. Because our experience has shown that for a good number of years, all the people that come up with different ideas, with different mantra, they will do this. The person that is there has failed. They will do something different. You see us still falling on the same path of undevelopment, lack of care for the welfare of the people, lack of focus on governance in terms of security, in terms of economic development. All these things are lacking, and we have been backward. We have been backward on all these occasions. So we are not moved with whatever anybody is saying. But what is there is that at the end of the day, we see that one person will emerge in those states. And what is even the motivating factor in all these things? Their party controls the center. So there's likelihood that there could be some influences to manipulate the election, and that is what is giving the impetus, the motivation on most of them. It's not that they can perform. Some of them, if you look at their political history, if you look at even where they have worked and all those in their public life, there's nothing to write home about. But we have a system that throws off the bad ones. That's where it is quite appalling. We have a system that throws the bad ones. The good ones, the beautiful ones, is difficult to emerge in such contest. At the end of the day, you see that the highest bidder, or the so-called father behind him, will have the day. And when that person comes, it becomes the issue of settling godfather, structure, and governance will suffer. The kind of propaganda politics we play in this country aggregately has set this nation backward in all fronts.
Now coming to that, is it not worrisome for you to hear the statement that we are desperate to win, we must win? Because he cited that there was problem during the general election, particularly in the House of Assembly election. Now he said we will do everything to win. We must win. We are desperate to win. Now he's not even talking about, he said it's not going to be business as usual. He's not talking about what they will do, what they will achieve, what they are going to invest or to change in their own state. But he's now talking about desperation to win. Isn't that worrisome considering the political?
Yeah, what is giving them that kind of intrepidity like I said, is that they have the center and they can make unnecessary boss. And two, we have INEC that is payable, INEC that is controlled, INEC that cannot stand up on its own and deliver. So when you put all this, you see all these things, you know that yes, when you talk of desperation, we should know what it means. The euphemism is manipulation, it's rigging, it's writing result at a particular place and declare you and say go to court. And know full well that the judiciary is so messed up that it has become a marketplace where those in power or those with highest this in buy whatever they want to buy. So when you see some people make such statement, they know why they are making that statement. And who will call them to account? Who will call them to order? Nobody. And they could create unnecessary violence using the security apparatus. Because if you see the behavior of soldiers and the police during the election, you begin to wonder, these are same people who are suffering for poor salary in this country, and they will not join forces with the people to fix the nation so that this thing merry will go round. After election, you see police people go back to their checkpoints and roadblocks to beg for money, because whatever they have gotten during the election has evaporated. It can't last, they can't endure. As I was coming here this morning at a Lozo flyover, it's an ugly sight to see, where police is all running instead of control the traffic. They are running to catch up one taxi or the other. Have you paid? What is your number? And all those stuff this early morning. And these are people who are also suffering what ordinary Nigerians are suffering. And during the election, they will use gun, scare everybody, and carry ballot boxes and run away in cahoot with INEC officials. They manipulate the results.